Hey guys, welcome to the Forge, and today we'll be looking at set number 60345, the Farmer's Market Van. Now this set retails for $60 Canadian or $45 USD, coming with 310 pieces. This is a Lego City set, and it has to do with the new fall slash farmers-esque theme that they're going with. Now, before we take a deep dive into the set, let's take a look at our three minifigures here. This is our first minifigure. Now, normally when I go over minifigures, I like to put over or at the bottom here what their name is, but this set doesn't really do that. I don't really know who this figure is. I'm sure that she has been named elsewhere, but on the box we just have one name. So unfortunately, I can't do that this video, but it doesn't stop me from being able to look at her and really admire kind of this springy feeling that I get by looking at this figure. I mean, this is a pretty nice jacket that we got here. The hair piece is really interesting in this nice blue color. And looking at the back, the jacket is again the same, but it's a nice character. We don't get too many springtime characters, I feel. And this character does have a double-sided face. I'm not going to turn the face around, but I am going to turn the hair around. So that's what the other face looks like. A bit more like determined, I guess. But I'm a fan of this nice, happy, welcoming face. And this is the only character that has a double printed face. The other two characters don't. So, yeah, that's kind of an interesting decision by Lego. Here is our next character, purchasing a carrot for what seems to be $5. This is one of the spare pieces that you get with this set, but on the box it also shows like an example of him holding it, so you can use it as currency instead of just a spare. And this character has a pretty nice open like jock jacket or something. I don't know. On the back, there isn't too much detail as we can see, but still nice jacket. And again, this character, I don't know their name, and they don't have a dual-sided printed face showing here. Now it's just blank. So yeah. Let's move on to our final character, who actually does have a name. And here is our third and final minifigure for the set, Horace. Apparently he is, I don't know if he's new to the set and that's why they're revealing a name for him, but it is a pretty nice figure to have in this bright green and in this long overalls. We got a little bit of like pastures here logo on his chest piece, and there is some nice detailing on the back of these overalls too. It's pretty good feel. A nice character to come with this set, surely. Now let's move on to the two builds of this set. Now the first build that we have here is this little farming land, like this little plot of land here. And for what it is, it's a nice little plot to have with this land. We can see that there are some options here for the farmer's market. We got some corn on a cobs, we got some grapes, we got some chili peppers, I believe, some carrots. This farm does come with a little water main here that we can pump. It's got a little movable handle and of course a little water bucket. It also has an interesting little bunny here, a new bunny piece. I didn't show off the bunny piece. I don't know too much about Lego animals, but this is a nice way to get this interesting cute little bunny here. Now this garden, also at the end we have a little area where you can put your harvested greens and provide them to the farmer's market. We got a couple of apples here, a pumpkin, a banana, and you can harvest those carrots and corn and grapes and throw them in these baskets so that the farmer's van can drive it out and sell them. Uh, Interesting thing about this plot of land is that it is somewhat customizable. You can move this around a bit. One way that you can do that is that there is a seam here. So this is actually 2 plots of land. You can pop it off like that. You can also pop off the little end here. And so you can set this up however you want, really. You can just have it like this, move it around, and put it together like this instead. There you go. So there is some customability here on how you want to put this. You can even take out the stalks. They're all pinned in here. So everything is on this pin here, and you can just take them out and move them around. Even this basket is on a pin. You can take that off and just move everything however you want it. So you don't have to have it in this setup, which is a little bit nice. As you saw there, though, while I was moving this around, there is a play feature to this. These 2 carrots, you can easily knock them down. So these carrots are just on a little pin that you can just flop over. That one there, this one here. And then you can get them back up by just pushing on the sprout to the side. Same thing with this one, just sprout back up, and you're good to go. Now, one thing that I'm kind of irked about this set is this little basket stand here. Now, when you pop it off, it can be on its own, but when you got all this stuff in the front, it's a little forward heavy, and it just kind of falls over. And so if you kind of want this to stand, you gotta push it down a bit like that. You can't just have it full up. It's on this, it's on these little gear, like, what do you call it? Anyways, you can tilt them a bit, but if you put them up like that and where they rest, it'll just fall over because it's so forward heavy. So if you're gonna have this on its own like it shows on the box, you gotta push it down first and then have it like that. It's a small thing, but the first time that you fill these baskets up and then leave it on its own, you could maybe lose a couple fruit doing that. Now let's take a look at the main part of this set, the Farmer's Market van. This is a nice little van that we have here. Just take a quick look around it. It's in some nice white and 2 different shades of green. It's pretty much a van of only 4 colors: orange, dark green, light green, and white. But that doesn't really ruin it too much. I would have preferred if the roof was maybe a dark gray, just like the bottom here, and the rims are dark gray. And I think that the roof is maybe just a little too much green, but maybe they had a green so that it looked like the carrot was on a farm field. I don't know, I'm just looking too much into it. But this is a neat little Jeep. It's got movable doors at the front so that you can get your characters in there. At the front here, this is actually where you would pay for your farmer market goods. We can see on the side here, it's got this little menu, so you can pick and choose and pay for your goods. Middle here, it's got this window that you can slide open, and you would have your character here. We'll take a look on the inside in a moment, but pretty much you would have your farmer's market manager just sitting in here, ready to pay for the goods that you're ordering. So you can just open and close this however you want. It's a neat little system for this vehicle. In the back, we have 2 double doors that lead to a little area where you can put those goods. So remember those baskets that we showed earlier? Well, you can put those baskets there. You can put those baskets there. So here's my little basket. I got a couple apples in there. And just put it right on this orange part. Just like that. And close it up. And now I'm ready to drive off and set up shop. Likewise, it's easy to get out. Just open, put a finger in the top, and pull it out. And there you go. On the back here, we have a window, which is how you actually get into the vehicle. You don't remove the roof to get in. Instead, it's this little flap door. So we got 2 hinges here, and then you can just easily just swing that open, and then you can access your characters, pull them in, pull them out. On the side here, there's a little box that comes with a few peppers, and so perhaps that's what is being sold or bought. But also on the inside here, we have a little cash register, which is nice. A little place to put your groceries while they're being purchased. It's a snug little interior, but it's manageable. You know, it's easy to get in. I mean, if we zoom out, that's a large portion of the vehicle that's open. It's pretty wide, so even with my big sausage fingers, I can get in here. Moving to the front, we can obviously remove the roof of the cab, and then we can take our purple-haired lady and sit her in the front. I do have a little bit of difficulties with this one, but there we go. And then we can take our roof, put it back on. I do have a little bit of problems with this roof. It doesn't really, it's a tight squeeze. That's another problem I have with this roof. It just doesn't really want to fit in here on this side for some reason. But there we go. We got it on in the end, and there is our minifigure, happy and ready to start her day. So, overall, what are my final thoughts on this set? Well, again, for $60 Canadian, $45 USD, and coming with 310 pieces, I think it's a fine little Lego City set. Now, I'm not too big into Lego City anymore. I was as a kid, and I think that this is a perfectly good, fine set. You know, kids are gonna love it. I'm pretty sure a bunch of adults are gonna like this more than some of the other Lego City farm sets that are coming out, and price to piece ratio, it's probably a little bit better than the actual like market that's going to come out later on this year. I mean, this thing actually comes with a roof, unlike that market. But it's got some nice pieces. For a set that comes with the new corn piece here, it's pretty nice. The van is cute. I really like this set. Whether you think it's worth the price, it's debatable with everyone, but I enjoyed it. I'm happy I got it. And I'm just reviewing it to let you guys wonder if you guys think that this is something worth your while. One thing I did want to point out is that this set has some weird, like, it's got a weird instruction book. So when you look at the instruction book, there are some weird moments where the book tells you to put in a certain number of pieces, but it's not like, hey, put in this piece times 2 or put in this piece times 4. It lists every single brick one at a time, which is kind of weird. Like, it's hard to explain, but you'll be seeing it in the footage right now. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, and it's really slow too. Some instructions are literally put down this 1 brick, and then on the next page it'll be put down this 1 brick, put down these 3 bricks. Instead of telling you to put down like, hey, put down 4 times these studs and 2 times these studs and build this. Like, this is not, well, it's not 4+, it is 5 and above, but just because it's 5 and above, it seems weird because I can understand with a 4+ set, they have these really big pieces, but this set doesn't really come with too many of those large pieces that we're used to seeing with 4+ sets. So, I don't really know if like a 5-year-old can't figure out what a 2x next to a picture means, or if I'm just getting really offensive right now. I don't have kids, but as a kid, I could build Lego better than my parents, and that says something. I know every kid's gonna be different, but it was just it was really weird to notice while putting this together. So, what do you guys think? Do you like this set? Do you hate this set? Let me know down in the comments section below, and what do you think of the new carrot piece? Until next time.